The secret doctrine of ZCC again being exposed by one of their faithful and very popular Facebook popular church members. I am your surgeon for this particular one. We have to go into the operation room here. We are dealing with doctrine at the cause, and at the end of it we can then go back into our diagnostics and find out how do we get across. Would like to greet all my nurses and co-doctors in the area of doctrine, the Bereans that deal with subject matters of doctrinal matters. Bazalani, we are going to have to operate this one. Okay, the doctor means business right here. And Kaluk 7 this month, so I just started working this month, so we have a lot of catching up to do, and we are dealing with this particular case right here. As I've stated, the operation table will need a bit of translation here, and so let us see, where do we start with this operation? This is the secret doctrine of ZCC, remember.
Hey Papa,
He's greeting everybody on the earth. That's what he likes saying, Molifase. So I think that's a reference to doing rituals. Hausa fetlela, Hausa lightua sala. So light up, basically get into ritual mode or whatever. Light up your candles or whatever it is you are lighting up so that you can get into ritual mode. So stop arguing with us, he says. Oh, okay. He says, them, ZCC people, they worship or pray to Ramarumo. Ramarumo is the co-founder of the church, and his descendants are the ones that run the church. So don't be arguing with us about that. We are very clear on that. Spirit, body, and mind. So that's their little god. So basically they are, hey, that's a lot he has said there. I'm gonna have to go back a little bit. He says they pray to Edward, who is the present leader, the present bishop here. Okay, I know right now we're just cutting through the skin into doctrine and so forth, and so I would like for the next nurse, please hand us a spatula. I think that's what they call it. We need a spatula here so that we can dig deeper into the matter, okay? And so, next tool, please. I'm going to replay that without interrupting.
Hey, Papa, what a fatse wanaka. Fetlela, outside to a sala. Tuela Murbaki, Shaman Fase, Papa. Nara Petera Maruga Tatakabi Macamio, Ridumeti, Pilumilimoya. So at
the mountain place of Mababulo, which was where the leader comes from, Tabahon. So that is the leader of the church of ZCC. So that's who they pray to. He's making it very clear they pray to their God. He's not hiding it. He's being very clear. But he's going to rebuke those ones who are part of the church but don't want to acknowledge it. Take it further.
Yeah.
When they ask us, we don't claim to pray to Jesus. Oh, wonderful. Very clear English. Continue.
Jesus.
We don't pray to Jesus. We told the truth.
That's why
So that's why you are busy arguing with us, debating us, doing whatever concerning our gifts, because ours came and yours didn't, because you are hiding basically.
It's because of
when they ask you who you are praying to, you go all over the place.
So that's
right there. So he says, when you are in secret, you say that you pray to the three names of Enganasi, whatnot, and so that's the Trinity of ZCC. We made an entire episode talking about that. You can see we have to deal with this surgery very carefully, because these matters, we have dealt with them. We have taken this particular parts of the surgery clear. We have made this particular parts of the surgery clear. So I hope now it is becoming even more clearer. Okay? For those that are still on the outside of the operation room, come inside the operation room and understand what's happening here is that the secret doctrine is becoming public. That's a very dangerous phase when a secret doctrine becomes public, because the response, it's up to you. So he says, don't be going up and down and being all over the place. I'll play that part without interruption just for a second.
Jesus. That's why it's because of
that's deception, basically. He's saying, don't be deceptive. Worship the leader of the ZCC church openly. Who do you pray to? So that your things will go fine. Don't speak that only in secret. So whatever he goes into the whole language thing, and basically he says, you know what, let us go back to the three names, to the three trinities of the ZCC church. Okay. So basically, I'm going to stop it right there, because then if you listen to the video further, he just goes into other things which have nothing to do with this particular subject. There's no Jesus. Don't be shocked. So go to Jesus, go to your ancestors and so forth. So us, we get them from the leader of the ZCC church. He stays, ne? Not that part. This God has a location. He stays in Tawachone, in Mamabul.
Amen. Jerusalem.
That's what he's saying. Ne? He even signs it with this name there. You are confusing.
No.
Okay. Now, that's his perception there. You can hear it. It's very clear. And according to our findings, right? According to our findings, this is an extreme case, all right? This is an extreme case of dependency on humans, or dependency on men. And this here shows you the dangers of charlatanianism. Chalawati? Yes, we call it charlatanianism because it is the theology of the charlatans. It is the theology of false prophets. The theology crafted in the bowels of hell. What its aim is to deceive and throw you off and leave you as a product of hell without any. So the findings here, okay, let's get to the core findings. Doctor must thingy and then look over the matter, and then once the doctor has finished with the matter, we must now come to a conclusion. Bazalwane, this is an extreme case, but remember, this is the secret doctrine that they are dealing with. They won't always say it, but when they eventually say it, listen. Because don't be expecting them to be repeating these particular details, okay? It's quite important how he lists it. He says, in secret, they acknowledge it, but in public, they will hide it. And so it's not confusing. Now the question is them, okay? How are you worshiping God in secret? God is not secret. We don't worship spirit. By the way, if you actually go back into the whole subject matter of the word occult, what is it? Secret. The whole idea of occult. When you look at occult, that's what Tatemokoto calls skerekya sepiri. That's what we are defining. You are in a church that advises secrecy. Now, but how do we find it in the Bible? In the Bible it says, what is told to you in secret, speak it in the public. What is told to you in the closed doors, stand on the rooftops and declare it. That's the gospel. The gospel which they might have heard in their churches. Speak it publicly. But what is this that you believe? 3 names which we know nothing about. 3 names you can't find in the Bible. Three names. Now we've stated before that this stuff, sometimes when we say it, it sounds like we are accusing them. Now, they are saying it themselves. Now, this is not the only case where someone who is a ZCC member says it. We showed when the leader of the church finished one of his preachings and he says, and we asked, what are the three names? It's not the ones you see in the Trinity. So it's becoming clearer now. The question is, what do you see from the results that we are pulling out of this surgery procedure? Now that one will be up to you. It's Ricky. Me, I've done my job. My job was to assist in carrying out the surgery. We've done that here. Subscribe to the channel and I will see you on the next operation. Asga, we are not done here. We are not done. There's a lot that needs surgery. There's a lot that needs curing. There's a lot that needs diagnostics. There's a lot that needs to be categorized. Where does it fall under? Today we are still doing it in a corner, part of the corner in the hospital. But next time we might be straight in the headquarters offices and stuff like that. You know, still crafting, working on our offices for the hospital. But this case, this is an extreme case. It's an extreme. You won't hear everybody openly declaring it. It's an extreme case where you are dealing with people that are stuck in charlatan theology. Be advised. Be advisable. As a person who is listening out there, be advisable. When you hear it, don't be there trying to confuse us. Do you think we didn't hear it? We heard it ourselves. The question is, what did you hear? At the end of the day, it comes back to you.